All right. Check it out. It says here in the Morning Five Planner, where write your gratitude, your goals. There's a quote at the top of every page submitted by an actual member of this community. Today's quote was submitted by Gail Ryan. Gail Ryan, community member, hashtag rise and grind. She submits the quote. So, right, you wake up in the morning, you do the gratitude, you read the quote. The quote says, not half. The quote says, have the faith of a mustard seed. That's what it says. Have the faith of a mustard seed. And I'm in this season of my life where I'm like, okay, I've heard stuff before. I need to go deeper. Like, what does that even? Draw a picture of a mustard seed. I'm like, I have no idea what a mustard seed even looks like, right? So I go in, boom. I'm like, all right, what does that look? What does a mustard seed look like? All right. So this is actual video footage of mustard seeds. Okay. These are mustard seeds. These things are tiny, right? You could put like probably 500,000 mustard seeds will fit in the palms of your hands, right? So it's saying here, have the faith of a mustard seed. So I'm like, okay, all right. So you're saying, I don't need a whole lot of faith. Just a tiny little bit of faith is enough. So I dig in a little bit further. And this is from Matthew 17:20 in the Bible. It says, faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. I'm like, dang. All right. So faith the size of 1/500,000th of what could be carried in my hand is enough to move mountains, right? I used to live in the mountains, Flagstaff, Arizona. Up in the mountains, a lot of people don't know this, Arizona, big old ski resort, sitting at 7,500 feet. I grew up at elevation 7,500 feet. They're always talking about Denver being the mile-high city. We looked down at the mile-high city by over 2,000 feet, right? Like half a mile. I grew up half a mile higher than the mile-high city in Flagstaff, Arizona, on the top of a mountain. Thing is freaking huge, massive. Couldn't even imagine being able to move mountains. But Matthew 17:20 says, faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. So then I'm like, all right, I got to take this a little bit even further. Like I want to dig further. What is the context behind this? And so you dig in, and here's what it says. This is Jesus speaking, and he says, for truly I say to you, if there is faith in you, even as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move away from here, and it will move away. Nothing would prevail over you. I read those words this morning and I thought about you. I thought, man, I know that you and I both have some mountains in our lives, some seemingly hurdles that just seem impossible to overcome. I know that you and I both have those in our lives. And so this morning, I think together with the faith of a mustard seed, today's the day we say, mountain, move away from here. And the promise is when we declare that in faith, it will move away and nothing will prevail over you. Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning Five.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Tuesday. That's right, today is Tuesday, aka Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, my favorite day. Tuesdays, we always get to hang out with Grandma and Grandpa over at Grandma's house and eat tacos, the most delicious tacos. So I always love Taco Tuesday. I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right. I'm here in Lexington, Kentucky, where it's cold this morning, blistery, lots of wind and lots of weather, all of those things, right? All of those things. And also, we are in a series this morning. We are in a series called Things That Go Bump in the Night, right? Things that go bump in the night. And we're talking about this thing called fear, false evidence appearing real. And it's really interesting when you put all these things together, right? Taco Tuesday, Lexington, Kentucky, fear, the quote from the planner, have the faith of a mustard seed. It's interesting when you put these all together because faith and fear don't mix, right? Faith and fear don't mix. But they do today, right? Today on hashtag Rise and Grind Live, faith and fear are mixing. We're starting with faith of a mustard seed. We're diving into fear, right? It's interesting. And then to top all of that off, dude, today's like Halloween. Y'all thought I forgot. To top all that off, today is also Halloween, where you dress your little kids up, tell them to go to strangers' house and eat and ask them for candy. I don't know where this whole thing came from, but I do know that today is Halloween and I'm going to be cold tonight. That's for sure, as we're out there doing the thing, right? Then to add on top of that, today is also TikTok Tuesday. Did you know that? It's TikTok Tuesday. So it's Taco Tuesday. It's TikTok Tuesday. It's Halloween. We're mixing faith with fear. We're in this series called Fear, right? All of these things are happening together today on hashtag Rise and Grind Live. So what does all this mean? Well, this means you are in the right place at the right time because we've got a heck of a show for you today. It's going to be amazing. And before we dive in, you know what we got to do? We got to do some dancing. Come on. Get moving. What is Heather does a certain little dance. I forget how does she do it? She's like, yeah, I think that's how she does it. I love it. Hey, for those of you that know, those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. So do it now. Share it out. Tag a friend. Let them know. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you. I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. I'm going to start over here on this side. I see Bully is with us this morning. Thanks for being here with us today. I greatly appreciate it. Milan is in the building today as well. Great to see you, sir. I see Megan is here. ICE. What's up, ICE? ICE. That's one of those names you can say it both ways. I see Paul, but not Paula. Paula. I like that. Beautiful name. Great to see you this morning. What's up, Aaron? AIRIN. I love it this morning. I'm loving it. Tim Hunt's in the building. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, Soul? Great to see you, Soul Salcido. Monica's up in here. Leslie's up in here. Cleodana. Great to see you, Cleodana, in the building. Renee's in the building. Crystal and Mindy and Wood. What up, Wood? Leslie's in the building. Damie Rock. What's up, Damie? Great to see you. Lynn's in the building. Wes is in the building. Chris is in the building. Sonia's in the building. My goodness. Renee Hayes, great to see you. West Storm, Tara Hope, Natasha Smith, Bella Rigby, Emily Galler. What's up, Emily Galler? Straight up gangster. Mike Strong's in the building. Pete Daly. Great to see you, Pete Daly. I'm so glad you're here. Patricia Rue is in the building. Catherine Guidi's in the building. Janelle Griego's up in here. Marilyn Wilkin. Vicki Everett's in the building. Maria Lind, great to see you. Catherine, I already said Catherine. I'll say hi to you again. Gail Dopp up in here. Tracy Johnson, and of course, the usual suspects, right? Some of the usual suspects. See Heather Parody's up in the building. She's one of the usual suspects. I'm assuming my guy Scott Simons, yep, I see he's in the building. He's one of my usual suspects, right? Fiona's up here. She's the usual suspect. Marilyn Wilkins in the building. Miranda, great to see you as well. Gail B. Craft. Hey, Gail B. Craft sent me a message yesterday. A message of thanks. All right. So yesterday I shared that Gail's daughter had their Gail's grandbaby at 26 weeks. And the baby's battling. The baby weighs a pound, and she's battling and going to be in the hospital for a while. Rebecca's been in the hospital for a while. Her husband can't work. Like they're going through a lot of stuff. And in faith, they reached out to this community to see if this community would support and help and take a burden. Actually, let me rephrase that. In faith, I reached out to this community, understanding that just believing that this community would lift them up and take a burden off their plate. And you did. Many of you jumped in yesterday to the GoFundMe, which I'm showing on the screen right now. And I would appreciate if we could share one more time over in Clubhouse and over on Facebook. But we shared the GoFundMe yesterday, and Gail sent me a message just thanking me for the prayer that we did here as together as a family, and also letting me know that we did exceed their initial target and goal. And we've relieved a little bit of the burden from them. And so I want to say thank you to everybody that jumped in and participated in that yesterday, whether in prayer or financially. And then I'm also going to say, hey, just because they've exceeded what they thought they needed doesn't mean we're going to stop pouring love and prayers and dollars into this family to be able to support them during this season. So if you could, links at the top of the screen there on Clubhouse. Some people are linking it over on Facebook. If you haven't done so already, jump in, support my friend Rebecca. I would greatly appreciate it. And but our friends Gail and Vicki, the Twang sisters that are here with us every single day. They feel that love as well. All right, cool. TikTok Tuesday, Heather, check it out. Let's dive in.
Only thing scarier than TikTok is Halloween. He agrees. Hi.
Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh!
No, you're not going in their house. You're not going in there. Oh, come on.
Who are you?
Michael Jackson. Oh no.
Hop off, my guy. You a bozo, my guy.
I told you to get ready. We're going trick-or-treating in less than an hour.
Bruh.
Come on, get dressed. It's time to go.
I'm not going trick-or-treating,
Yes,
bruh.
you are.
Do I look like a baby, bruh?
You're going with me and your sister tonight.
She got no riz, bro. You big dreaming, bro.
Get dressed. We're leaving.
You capping, bro.
Can't understand a word you're saying.
I'm not a baby, bro. I'm not going trick-or-treating, bro.
Well, I guess I'll just tell Jessica's mom you're not coming.
Huh? No, bet. You know the vibes, Mom. I'll be there. But she's not my girlfriend, though. She's cringe, bro.
No one said anything.
She's cringe, bro. But I guess I'll go.
Oh, okay. No, you're gonna put some pants on. It's freezing
Bro,
outside.
I don't need pants,
Yes,
bro.
you do.
I'm built different, bro.
I don't care how you're built. Get some pants on. This is your costume.
Bro.
Put it on. I need a picture before you guys leave.
Huh?
I need a picture. Hey, cheese.
Jeez.
Can't wait to post it on Facebook.
Don't post this.
I'm posting.
Oh.
Don't forget your bucket.
I don't want a bucket, bro. I'm not a baby, bro.
Take the bucket.
I have a bag.
How are you gonna carry all your candy?
I have a bag.
A Walmart bag?
Yes.
Come on, this one lights up.
No.
What do you think about that TikTok Tuesday? He liked it.
Bro, I'm not a baby, bro. I love it because as I watch, Heather's got me looking at different stuff than I used to look at. And I see these little skits and stuff. What's up, Jackie Arista? I'm glad you're here. And she's got me doing some acting stuff. As a matter of fact, my acting debut is coming up. Make sure if you're over on Clubhouse, you're going to want to watch so you can see my acting debut today. Those of you over on Facebook, you're in for a treat. So that's coming up. It's coming up here shortly. But first, we got some other stuff to do, but I just want to let you know. Dude, that Michael Myers, man, and dude, Michael Jackson, it was kind of funny. Like, never mind. We're not going to go there.
Your spreadsheet, all the themes for the year, you come up with them at the beginning of the year. There was one that said things that go bump in the night, and that's all it said. And you're like, yeah, that's our theme. And I'm
Right.
like, what? And then I pressed you a little bit and you're like, oh, it's about fear. And I'm like, what? So Glenn Lundy, help me out here. Things that go bump in the night, fear, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that before,
No,
right?
I
Like
have
you've
not.
never heard the
Never.
things that go bump in the night.
Never.
Like you know how like when you're at home by yourself, laying in bed, right, and then you hear like a bump, it could be the washing machine, or maybe it's a dryer, or but it's a noise, and you
Got it,
kind of like,
okay.
you're like, what was that noise?
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
things like there's more noises when we're kind of scared.
It's things that go bump in the night.
It's things that go
That's
bump
a
in the night.
saying.
That's a saying. The things that go bump in the night.
Okay.
And it really feeds to how we can take something as simple as what. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
I'm in bed.
Okay.
Me and Leslie. Kids are asleep. I think we have 2 or 3 kids at the time. I don't know. It was a long time ago, right? So we're in bed and I hear loud,
Baby fell out of the bed.
super loud, right? No baby fell out of the bed.
You jumped up.
So I'm alert, I'm awake, right? And my wife is like, honey, there's somebody out there. There's somebody out there. Like, you have to go out there.
Yep.
And her and I work very differently. My brain goes, okay, let's sit, let's discern how are we gonna fix this? What's the solution? What could it possibly be? I'm not just gonna go running out and get shot. Whereas my wife is like, get out there, our kids are down the
I was
hall.
gonna say, Mama Bear's coming out.
Yeah, she's freaking out, right?
Protected.
So I'm like, oh, first I grabbed like a can of deodorant or something, spray. That's the closest thing to me in the
Okay,
house,
okay.
right? And so I grab that and I go out and I'm like, tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. And then I get like to the stairway and I'm like, if there's anybody in here, I got a gun. I'm going to shoot you.
This deodorant.
Well, I didn't tell him that, right? I said, I'm going to shoot you. I got a gun.
But now everybody knows. Go ahead.
And all of a sudden, big loud sound. Someone's in the house. So now I'm like, oh my God. And the kids are between me and the noise.
Oh, it's so scary.
And so I start creeping up the steps slowly. And I'm checking doors and everything, trying to find somebody. And I go into the bathroom. And in the bathroom, there was this suction cup thing that holds up all the kids' toys. And it had fallen down. One suction cup had fallen first, which made the first bum. And then when I yelled, it just happened to drop the second suction cup. And the toys fell across the tub. So it made this big echoing loud sound.
Yep.
Right? But the fear and how intense, like all of a sudden we get into this space when we hear these bumps in the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought as a theme, let's talk about these things that aren't what they seem. They're actually just toys falling in a bathtub, but we're reacting to them like there's a criminal between our children and us.
So what comes to me when you say that is things like a what if scenario. Like I really want to go after X dream or job or whatever, and then I'm like building it up in my head like this horrible case scenario that's not really realistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything like that, right? Fear of speaking in front of somebody, fear of asking for the job, fear of asking for the promotion, fear of leaving the job, doing the thing. That's what we're going to talk about this week is how do we move through that in a forward way.
Why didn't you just say that on the spreadsheet instead of things that go bump in the night? I don't know what that means.
At this point, you should know that you're lucky to get a spreadsheet.
I think I made the spreadsheet.
False evidence appearing real. That is the acronym for fear. False evidence appearing real. The question I have for you this morning is, what are you afraid of and why? What are you afraid of and why? You know, science says that a lot of people are afraid to speak on stage. That's one of the biggest fears people have is speaking in public. Actually, if you listen to Shonda Rhimes' book or read Shonda Rhimes' book, how you doing, Kristen Marin Pot? Glad you're here. If you listen to Shonda Rhimes' book or read Shonda Rhimes' book, Year of Yes, she talks about this crazy fear of speaking in front of others, right? Where she literally thinks she's like going to die. She thinks she's going to defecate on herself. She speaks of that often in the book. But a lot of people have this fear of speaking in front of others, right? And then, of course, there's the fear of like snakes. A lot of people have this fear of snakes or spiders. I'm sorry. Fear of spiders. That's like totally a thing, including this guy right here. I don't like spiders. And then there's things like that are very common, like fear of snakes. A lot of people don't like snakes. That's like not their jam, right? And a lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people fear death or pain, like things like that, right? Like these are very common fears that you all know, a lot of people experience, so on and so forth. What's wrong, Kim? You didn't like that? Kim Fair didn't like that right there. Let's do it again. Right? So that's what science says. There's all of those fears, right? The snakes, the spiders, the pain, the death, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this week, I think we need to go a little bit different angle. Like when I say, what is it that you're afraid of? You might go right to those things. But what about fear of being discovered? Like maybe you've got some skeletons in your closet. Some things that you would feel shame or guilt if other people knew. Or maybe there's a fear of like letting people in. Like I'm afraid to let anybody close because I've been hurt before. I've been burned before. I got scorned in a relationship. So I just put up a wall. I'm defensive. I just don't let people in. Or maybe it's a fear that you're never going to actually do the things that you say you're going to do. And you know it. right? Like you're like, man, I know it right when I'm saying this. I know I'm not going to do it, right? And listen, I get it. I totally get it, man. When I'm talking to you all in the morning, like this is you and me, heart to heart, talking to you and talking to self, right? I get it. All of those things are valid, like they are, right? All of these things are valid. And most likely there's some truth to them, right? Like most likely if that thing was discovered, you would feel shame or guilt. Most likely if you've been hurt or you're in any type of relationship, there will be a time or a season where you'll be hurt again, right? And also, those things are true. And what is also true is I could have died riding on those roller coasters at the theme park the other day. That is also true, but not likely. All those things are true, but not likely. And so as I was writing this morning for the show, I don't know specifically who this was for. Maybe it's you. But the words that kept coming across to me that I want to share with you is, it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. The pain, the shame, the fear, the guilt, the hurt. Yesterday, if you watched the show, the quote in the book was, forgive, focus, and fly. And keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. And those are the words that I have for you this morning. It's time to forgive, to focus on what is more likely to happen, and fly. Dude, you got to evolve, man. You got to grow. You got to get through this fear. It's false evidence appearing real. Sometimes we don't look our fears in the eyes. Like, I'll give you an example. One of the things that I'm kind of afraid of, like I can do this live stuff where we can talk and whatnot, but I'm kind of afraid of acting. Like acting is like, I've just never really done acting. Does that make sense? And Heather's pushing me to do like acting and skits and stuff. And so I'm going to show you guys right here my first acting debut, right? We're just going to attack this head on. So here it is, Glenn acting in his first scary movie with Heather Parody playing the starring role of the ghost.
gotta get.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, if you change the way you start your day, it'll make a massive impact in your life.
But I'm already dead.
All right, so look, there's 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. All right, step 1, never hit the snooze button. Step 2, no phone first thing in the morning. I don't know if that's something you deal with or not. Step 3, gratitude and goals. All right, we need to be grateful for the things that we have in our life. I'm sorry.
Sir, they can cut the chain off the door, but they can't make us play.
We've decided we're gonna finish what you started, sir.
Yeah, so leave us be, coach. We got shit to do, sir.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond measure. When we let our light shine, it gives others permission to do so. Faith of a mustard seed. Knowing that you and I are children of God, the God of the universe, and that these fears, this false evidence appearing real, is designed to shrink you, to make you small. Whereas this knowingness, God, divinity, you and I, a part of something bigger, faith and fear don't mix, says you are huge, you are magnificent, you are loved. If nobody's told you yet today, let me be the first. You are loved. And you have the ability and the potential to move mountains. Ladies and gentlemen, that's today's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind Live. Hope you enjoyed it. You're looking at the only black guy to ever survive a scary movie. In my acting debut. That's right. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an amazing day. I'll see you later. Peace. There it is, Heather. Like it or not.